Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So, Trump regrets are becoming an everyday thing now. I mean, we're not even a month into this guy's presidency, and people are just really regretting their choice. So, I'm going to start doing more of these segments. They'll be shorter, but more frequent. So, first up is a Reddit user who wrote, quote, I fucked up. I just wanted income taxes to lower. Should have never voted for this guy. Sorry. This next person started regretting their vote only 9 days after Donald Trump was sworn in. They tagged him on Twitter and they said, quote, I regret voting for you at Real Donald Trump. Maybe I should just move my family to Australia. You mean where they have socialist programs? Oh. And then another Twitter user also tagged Trump and told him, quote, I voted for you 3 times, every time you ran. But what is happening with my investments in the stock market since you took office? I feel I made a terrible mistake. So, not any of the horrid things that you're doing to human beings. I'm totally cool with all of that, but God forbid my investments suffer. Next up is another Twitter user who replied to Trump with, quote, I voted for you. Now I think you're losing your marbles. Why are you picking a fight with our very best ally and friend? So sad. Yeah. He lost his marbles a long time ago, if he ever had them. Anyway, there are a lot of people who are questioning Trump's decisions. For some reason, this next person had posted a comment on a real estate website, and they wrote, quote, I voted for Trump 3 times, but I feel lied to. He said on his first day in office, he would lower prices, lower inflation, and end the mess in Ukraine. He doesn't seem to be focused on any of those things. Now inflation headed back up, groceries are going up, and it will only get worse if we ended up paying for the tariffs at the store. I want to believe him, but he can never show proof for the things he says. I'm sure our government be wasting a lot of money, but want to see the proof for crazy stuff he says he's finding. And why the hell do we need to take over another country? We need to fix this one first. I mean, voted for him 3 times and you're just now feeling lied to? Slow learner here. And then a man posted on Twitter, quote, what a shit show MAGA has become. Remember, I once supported them. It's turning into a white propaganda led by J.D. Vance, who is openly promoting anti-India hate. Yeah, it's not just starting. It's been there. Another Twitter user replied directly to Trump on Twitter and said, quote, I voted for you based on improving the economy, but you're turning us into shit. Based on the economy, yeah. The guy who bankrupted how many of his businesses, including a casino, that's the guy you wanted to fix the economy. Okay. This next person is finding out that Trump will always side with big business and protect their profits. The person wrote, quote, what the fuck? Trump's first press conference and he announces a plan to build giant AI mega centers to develop mRNA cancer vaccines that can be administered in 48 hours with no testing. Am I dreaming? Did he not learn anything? I thought I voted against this shit. Then another Reddit user is upset about Trump and Musk shutting down the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They posted, quote, I thought he was doing a good job until I saw the shutdown of the CFPB. What a lowlife that thing protected people who want to invest their money in good decisions. No punctuation whatsoever. So you know that one's real. And for the people who might be hearing me and saying like, wow, you just don't read right, or you sound a little off, Gina, I am reading these things as they're written. So if it doesn't sound right, it's because that's the way it's written. I speak with punctuation. They don't write with a punctuation, and I'm reading them to you as they're written. So anyway, this next one starts out very polite, but ends up screaming at Trump by the end. So this man wrote, quote, "Sir, what about lowering the prices for groceries? You said you were going to lower the prices for groceries, and that's why I voted for you. I didn't vote to change straws or take over countries." And then, like I said, by the end, he starts screaming at Trump. So he's writing in all uppercase. He writes, quote, "Lower the price of groceries. Do your job!" Exclamation point. Who wants to tell MAGA how capitalism works? Huh? These are the same people who have railed against communism, blaming the Democrats. Oh, you're all communists for years now. Now they want Trump to act like a communist leader and dictate the price of groceries. Yeah, I had said to somebody before the election that if Trump wins, the silver lining would be all of his supporters will finally wake up to the fact that the president of the United States doesn't set grocery prices. So all those idiots who were blaming Biden are now getting a good lesson in that. This next person finally woke up and realized that Trump may not be the most moral person. Another slow learner here. So, and he figured this out the day before Trump's inauguration. So, yeah, after the election, too late, he posted on Twitter, quote, "Illegal? No. Immoral? Absolutely. The president of the U.S. shouldn't be launching a pump and dump where the majority of the buyers will lose money. That's not what the president should be doing. I'm starting to regret voting for @real Donald Trump. Embarrassing." Next up is another person questioning why Trump didn't lower the price of groceries on day one. He replied to Trump and he said, quote, "You promised grocery prices would go down. Sad." No, again, no punctuation, just you promised they would go down. Sad, in all caps. "Now fruits, vegetables, eggs, poultry, and gas prices are going up to an all-time high. That doesn't help your average American. It helps your buddies at Big Corp. You, sir, are a liar. I regret voting for you." This next person may very well have been in a coma from 2017 to 2021 because they posted, quote, "I voted for Trump and I don't feel safe. Why are they tearing apart hardworking families in," and then that part is blacked out by whoever shared this. But then the original poster went on to ask, quote, "Where's the compassion for humanity?" So sounds like maybe this person is a minority and they just finally realized that Trump isn't just deporting the quote unquote bad hombres, right? He and his Gestapo are targeting all Black and brown people. If only someone had warned them. Another person who didn't heed our warnings is Stacey White. So the Wall Street Journal interviewed this woman and they talked to other Trump voters as well. They were asking, are you happy with your decision? How do you feel about your vote now? There were a couple guys, of course, all the men were like, oh yeah, I like what he's doing. They talked to two women, though, who had a very different take. So this white woman told them, quote, and not white like in her color, that's her last name. She told them, quote, when we said safer borders, I thought he was thinking, let's stop the drugs from coming into the country. I didn't know he was going to start raiding places. Now I'm like, dang, why didn't I just pick Kamala? White also told the Journal that she's worried that her family is going to lose their house if her partner gets laid off from his government adjacent job. Yeah. Uh, Again, if only someone had warned them. And then there was a woman they also spoke with named Emily Anderson. She said that she voted for Trump after Robert F. Kennedy Jr. dropped out. And Anderson said she agrees with RFK Jr.'s stance on getting toxins out of food. But now Anderson says voting for Trump in the 2024 election was, quote, the biggest mistake of my life. And, quote, I feel so stupid, guilty, regretful. Embarrassed is a huge one. I am absolutely embarrassed that I voted for Trump. And Anderson said she is horrified by Trump's deportation, his use of Gitmo to hold some of the immigrants that he's rounding up. She also thinks that Trump is too focused on quote unquote ridiculous things like plastic straws, renaming the Gulf of Mexico. And she's concerned about her daughter's job now because evidently Anderson's daughter works for an occupational therapist who decided to stop taking new patients because of the federal funding freeze. They're afraid that the federal money, the grant money that they were relying on, is going to get cut off. So, yeah. Like I said, not even a month into this, and they're coming in fast and hard, like Donald Trump on a date with a porn star. So, whoops, I said that out loud. Anyway, all right. I will let you guys know when I hear more. Actually, I do have more. I'm lying here because I know I do have more for you later this week. There are a lot of regrets rolling in. So look for those videos. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.